the chat as well quickly. Just want to make sure the gameplay and the sound and the voice is all okay.
Okay, it starts.
I didn't even. Oh my god! I didn't put Russia in the title. I'm not doing it. Right. Can you speak?
No.
Say something. Okay, that works. Yeah.
Can you speak? No.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect. All right. Okay. Hello guys, and welcome to TUF TV. We're at Russia today, and it looks nice and sunny. Division 2, of course. Joining me in the commentary box tonight is Kevin. Keva.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good evening.
Looking forward to this race. Should be an interesting one. Obviously, the strategy is pretty simple around here, so should be lots of fights on the track. That's the most important thing. What's the tyre compound around here then, Kevin?
Ultra soft, super soft strategy.
What sort of times are we looking for today from these guys, do you reckon?
Middle 133.
Yeah, I reckon there's only going to be a few guys who can get in the 33s today. I think Matthew Holmes, I think Miracles, Scuba, and maybe Sheo could all squeeze their way into the 33s.
Do we have some information? Did he practice?
Yep, I did practice quite a lot with Sheo on this track, and he was hitting some 33s consistently. But again, it's just down to nerves really in quality. You've got to be able to just focus in and put a good lap together. Practice is a little bit different because there's no pressure on you.
I think the first from the top guys is Matthew actually.
Everybody is on the ultra soft tyres as well today, so no one's looking to start on the supers. Nice and sunny, of course. These guys will be hoping that it stays dry. It's quite a tricky track in the rain, this one. Can be a bit difficult. Just on board with Holmes at the moment. He's had a good start to the season. Doing pretty well. I believe he leads the championship by quite a decent margin at this point. Tekken as well in the Red Bull. He needs a good performance really. I mean, he's fourth at the moment, so he is in the promotion spots. But I think he wants to be fighting really for the championship, or at least for some wins this season. This could be a good start for that.
Can you tell the viewers the point standings?
I don't actually have the point standings available at the moment, unfortunately.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay, Matthew, first guy on a quick lap. Oh, the first from the fastest guys.
Bear with me for 2 seconds, I'm just posting the streams into the chats. Let me see if there is a table. So yeah, we have the table. At the moment, Miracles is second behind Holmes. Holmes is on 55 points at the moment. Miracles is on 48, so quite close between those two at the minute. In third we got Scuba.
Somebody crash. Hakime's crash, I think. Yeah. Oh, big collision for me on my screen.
With who?
Looked like maybe it was only a lag.
possibly lag. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Matty Southern's there, puts in the first lap of qualifying with a 35.3, so not the fastest lap. He'll be looking to improve quite a lot on that. Just quickly to go back to the table, Scuba and second are third and fourth, 2 points separating them. In fifth we have Sheo, who is on 20, so 15 points between fourth and fifth. So the top four guys starting to pull away a little bit already, and we're only at round 4.
Mathieu front right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he's compromised his second lap there as well with that.
Yeah, he had too less fuel.
Onto the podium. So it's the fastest lap so far, 1:34.5.
Yes, and that is way too less.
Yeah, not so fast so far from these guys, but obviously it will get quicker towards the end of qualifying. As we said, expecting some guys to get into the 33s. No sign of that just yet. As Scuba puts in a 34.3, so that's a little sign that he might be able to improve before the end. Let's run on board of Miracles, let's see what he can do. I know he's not near the end just yet. Where is Shay? Let's see what Shay can do. So Shay's coming up now to the final sector.
90 degrees corners here, very slow, technical.
Yep. Tricky couple of corners these to put the traction down. Didn't look too clean there from Shay, I'll be honest. Coming up to the final couple of corners now. Easy to invalidate here as well. If you run wide, you can pick up big penalty. And Shay there struggling on that lap, only 35.4, so he'll definitely be looking for improvements.
Last section, but look like a corner cut. Let's see.
Hits the apex nicely there.
It was
a bit narrow there for the next corner. Is he going to dive into the pits? No. He's carrying on. Clips the apex nicely there on the exit, and he goes fastest. Only just half tenth, but not too bad for Miracles at all there so far. So good.
The McLarens are rolling.
Yeah, McLarens fourth and fifth. Not too bad. They are both out of fuel as well. Yeah. Now I know what you mean. They are literally just rolling, one behind another. So Lennon. Steve-O for you guys is going to be held up in the pits as well by his teammate, and it's going to take him a while to get there. Not too long actually now, but yeah, as you say, Scuba 1:34 flat, still 5 minutes to go, so he needs to get back into the pits quite quickly and get a new set of tyres on. Oh, Aaron Taylor as well, third place for Aaron Taylor with a 34.3, and it looks like he's out of fuel, and he's just began the second sector, so it's going to be a very long lap for him.
Yeah, he have 2 minutes to come into the pit lane.
Yeah, but it takes a minute to get in and get out again. He should be alright.
Yeah.
A lot of guys are under-fueled, running slowly.
Come on, you can do it better. Okay, he give up the lap.
Both the Renaults on their outlaps now, so both without a lap set so far. Majestic also, no lap. Is there any benefit to not setting a qualifying lap on this track? I mean, or starting further down the field? I don't really think so. I reckon that really you should all guns blazing in qualifying. You have nothing to lose really. I mean, everybody's starting on the softest compound.
Yeah, we can see maybe some different strategies from P11.
Yeah. As we've seen a lot in the past, Katamis, we know he likes to change up the strategies in the race. He often starts on the hardest compound or the middle compounds, and he tends to do quite well. This season he hasn't been as quick as some people would have thought. Obviously last season he arrived and did really well at the beginning. He'll be looking to hit some form Obviously, the next couple tracks coming up are quite tricky on tyre wear as well. Spain, especially, is an interesting race for strategy, but we'll talk about that when we get there.
To be honest, if I start like from P11 or worst position, I would make the opposite of the top 10. So super soft in the end. Ultras who have an advantage with the light car.
I'm just running board with Tekken at the moment. I'm not sure if he's coming up to set a lap or if he's coming to start one. We're about to find out. He's in max, so it looks... Is he about to set one? No. Possibly an invalidation there. Here he goes. It's crunch time for these guys now. All the guys coming out of the pits. As the Renault of Maze sets 35.3, and Ravers should be coming up to the line now as well. He is indeed. He's in lean. He's in lean coming over the line there to set his lap. I'm not sure. Not sure what that's about. Maybe he wants to start further down the field. Who knows?
What is your bet for the pole position?
So the person that I think is going to get pole, I reckon, is going to be Miracles. I reckon it's going to be a 33.7. I'm going to say 33.7 Miracles. What about you?
Yeah, I will still like 1/10 slower, but Matthew.
Yeah, it was a good shout.
I mean, one corner cut and lap is over.
Yeah, it's true. Ooh, Miracles looking like he's starting a lap. Coming up to start a lap now.
Okay, Miracles.
I'm trying to see if
Last
anyone's
corner.
closer. Yeah.
Now good exit for the long straight line.
Oh, Aaron's out. Oh, looks like he's just retired on his own accord there. Happy with third place for now, but I've got a feeling he's going to drop quite a few places. I reckon 7th or 8th really is where he's going to end up.
Yeah, we have to focus now for Miracles. He's on the first lap. The long left-hander.
Taking a very tight line there. Nicely done. Clips the apex wonderfully. Being very careful not to cut. And again, he's taking that perfectly, but he has run wide a little bit there. It's going to compromise him a little bit. Another easy invalidation corner. You can easily cut that one. Tricky to hold the speed through here.
So Miracles 34.1 first section, and Matthew same, about some thousandths of a second faster. Taken the same. Everyone has the first section here at the same time.
So Scuba has literally just managed to get over the line and be able to set a lap, so he should have the advantage. Vin Blank goes 4th, yep. As comes Miracles then up to the final 2 right-hand corners. What's he going to be able to do? It looked pretty good so far this lap. He did run wide a couple of times, but here he comes to the line. What's it going to be? Oh, 33.8. Very close to 33.7 now, I said. Not quite though. Tekken coming up to the line now. Coming up to the final corner. And it's third place, 34.2, which is not too bad, but...
And Matthew's
going up now.
Crossing the line, last corner.
Oh, and he's still got third place with it as well. Wow. I'm very surprised that was not invalidation there. Yeah, it did look dodgy, but I mean, the game might have just recognised he lost more time there than anything else.
But now
it's
coming.
Scuba is flying up to the line. Clips that nicely.
Fastest first and second section. Purple.
Could we be seeing a 33.6 here? Let's have a look. The final corner. Coming over the line. Oh, the validation. Oh.
Yeah, last section.
Yeah. And I believe that is going to wrap up qualifying. So, not too bad. Only one driver managing to get. Yeah.
But
yes.
your driver.
Yeah, we got very close. Where is Se2, by the way? Se2. Where is Se2?
17th.
Oh. Se2. Not very good. He was getting good times in practice. Must have got a bit nervous anyway. We got Miracles on pole with a 33.8. Scuba in second. Matthew Holmes in third. Tekken in fourth. So the top 4 guys in the championship, all top 4 yet again. Aaron 5th, Vin Blank 6th, Pagani 7th, onto the podium in 8th. Steve-O in 9th, Matty Salinger 10th, Spurg 11th, Chris 12th, Majestic 13th, JDM 14th, Katamis 15th, Mays 16th, Se2 in 17th, Jeremy Dodger 18th, Fear 19th, and Ravers in 20th. And I only just managed to get all of those names out in time. So
First 10 positions in 1 second.
That's always good to see. Yep. Skip the intro, of course, before F1 clamp down on us. Got a long way to the first corner, so the guys who are third, fourth, maybe have a little bit of advantage with the slipstream, of course. I'm hoping that
especially third
yeah.
place and fourth place when they have good start, then they have also slipstream. We see it in real life in a race from Bottas, how you can manage your third place. But now it's
I am going to ride on board with Matthew Holmes in third, and the red lights go out. And we are already in Russia. Looks like a good start from Matthew Holmes, coming up to Scuba already, and he's climbing onto the back of Miracles already. Actually, he's already passed Scuba. Miracles blocking Scuba. Ooh, getting very close, 3 wide, coming out to the first corner. Who's going to back out? It's like Miracles are the one to back out. Someone's lost wing damage there, and Matthew Holmes goes into first.
Leading.
Yeah, very good start. Scuba and Miracles going side by side. Scuba looks like he's gone through. I don't think it was one of these guys who lost the wing damage, but Tekken is lost out a lot there. As one of the McLarens goes off track, Tekken actually picks up the place, goes back into fourth then. The top 3 looking to pull away already. Tekken needs to get with them as soon as possible. Going back a little bit, Aaron has lost part of his wing as he always does. So nothing new there then. Pagani behind his teammate in 7th. We've got some yellows. What's happened there? Vin Blank looks like he's had a bit of an issue. Top 3 guys are already starting to pull away. Already 1.4 seconds to 4th.
Internet connection.
But what a great start from Holmes in first. He had a great launch, and again, as we said, it wasn't so much slipstream. It looked like Miracles tried to defend off Scuba, I should say, and Matthew Holmes just kind of took advantage of that. And Miracles was a big loser there. Yeah.
Too much focus on the wrong driver in the moment.
We've got Matty Suddens, who has made up 3 places at the start.
Matthew takes the outside line and had better corner speed because of that.
Yeah, he did cut the corner though on the exit, so maybe a warning there. He needs to be careful. Obviously, a lot of the penalties expected tonight from me, if I'm honest. And Steve-O has got a 5-second stop go there. And Vin Blank obviously has lost 12 places at the start. He did disconnect, unfortunately for him.
Majestic in the pit lane for soft tires.
So he should be up to go to the end. Obviously, Russia is known for its low tyre wear. We'll be interested to see where he can finish. Have we got yellows? Can take the 3 again? No, nothing going on there.
It's on the glitch.
Yep. So Holmes managing to put out a little bit of a gap. Looks like Scuba's managing to stay with him quite well. Miracles as well. There should be a good battle between these 3 all race. Behind them we got Pagani and Aaron. Get very close. Aaron has got wing damage.
About different strategies. Spogo is the first with super soft tires, following by Se2 on P13 and P14. Jeremy
to climb up a few places then. As we've got a move going on, Pagani and Aaron got into the little chicane at the end of the second DRS straight. Pagani like a switchback there. That was a very nice move. Obviously Aaron's wing damage does compromise him quite a lot there, so looked better than it might have been if Aaron had a full wing, but Aaron looking like he's going to go into the pits this lap. Got on a set of soft tyres, go to the end. Got to be careful not to cut back onto the track from the pit lane, it's a bit of a tricky one. As the guys up front pulling away ever more. Scuba looking like he's closing a little bit onto Holmes. The DRS will be getting activated and in use. Very close now, Scuba back onto the back of Matthew Holmes, but there's no real overtaking opportunities until the second DRS straight unless you're really close. Let's go further back down the field. A lot of cars close together. There's not any moves are happening at the moment. Ravers looking to overtake Fear. Is he going to put Mully inside? He's going to sit behind him.
Okay, 3 more guys in the pit lane. Heather and Taylor, Jamie and Will.
Yep. Poor start from those guys. Picking up damage so early.
Interestingly, Spogo can follow the guys in the front of him with the harder compound.
Oh, I've got a slider on the screen. Who was that? Katami's there, lost the back end just before the second DRS straight. Lost the position to Steve-O. He did pick up DRS, so he should be able to hold on to the place. But it looks like Steve-O's running really low wings. Is Steve going to try and brake later? On them ultra soft tyres, should have more grip. But he doesn't. Katami's holds it nicely. Looks like he's forming a little bit of a train here as well. There was also a big train in front of him.
In 1 second gap.
Yep. Is Scuba going to be able to get a move on him? Let's have a look. Miracle's hanging in there nicely. Doesn't look like Scuba's close enough, although he is picking up a lot of speed now.
He's coming, showing his car in the mirror.
Just letting Holmes know that he's there. He's ready to race. Second as well.
Psychological pressure for Matthew. Also physical. Scuba's trying.
Oh, Miracle's putting his nose in there. Scuba on a bit wide and
nice.
Scuba. Looks like a loss of traction there. His car veered over to the right and pushed Miracles into the wall. I'm not sure if Miracles got damaged. I didn't see any wings flying off there.
Looks fine. Looks fine.
I mean, we will see if he drops back from these guys. Hopefully he didn't pick up any damage, because that'd be a real shame. I'm sure Miracle wouldn't be too happy with Scuba, but it looks alright. So the freeway battle lives on. Further down the field. Onto the podium. He's onto the back of Matty Suddings. Oh yep. Miracles. I've got a little bit of switchback. Basically tricky corner this one to go side by side in. Scuba's going to have a very narrow line.
Yes.
Selection through, yeah. So good driving then from these two. Oh, Pagani's out. What's happened to Pagani then? He's lost his tyre. Oh, just coming out of chicane after the DRS straight. He's probably put it on the curb maybe, and the cars, as he's trying to bring it back on track, is just spun maybe. I don't know, that's my guess. That's a shame for him. I did wish him good luck before this race, but obviously that didn't work out too well for him. On the podium, very close to Matty Suddings now. Brakes later, up into turn 1. Brakes a little bit too late there, goes off track. And rejoins in between the two Saubers. Spurg now going to have a look around the outside of him. On cleaner tyres. Spurg should have the inside line for the next corner. Brakes later. Cuts the corner, gains the place. Could argue we should give that place back.
I mean, that was to avoid the collision also.
Yeah. And now JDM's caught right back onto these guys too. There's action all over the field at the moment. Only Tekken who's driving on his own at the moment. We've got a slow moving Force India there. What happened to that Force India driver, JDM? He was right behind the two Saubers and the Williams.
He loses the front ring.
Yeah, that's a shame for him.
And then behind him, Chris is coming.
Here he comes, Chris. And Shea's not going to want to hang around either behind. Should be an easy move. JDM should just let him go. Looks like he is doing so. And Shea braking very late as well. He doesn't want to be hanging around. And he gets him. JDM goes off track. Yeah. Back the guys up top then. Scuba is out of DRS range. And Miracles is right behind Scuba, so could we see a move into turn 1 then?
Most reserves from the fuel have Miracles.
Here he comes. No,
Ah, next
but
exit.
gets a nice apex hit there. So sticking to the inside. We'll have slipstream here as well. Oh, Scuba's lost it there, but he's managed to regain it really well. And in all of that, they've actually gained time onto Matthew Holmes. So.
Yeah, but that looks dangerous, to be honest, with his rear.
Yeah, he does seem to be struggling a little bit. It's a bit of a weird place to lose it there, though. Maybe he touched the curb slightly. It is a pretty flat out corner, even with no traction. It's pretty easy to take.
Yeah, we have it some laps before with Miracle and Scuba, and he was the rear, and now Miracle's in the rear. Ah, Scuba have the S, so.
Yeah, I was just looking at the two Renaults with Maze and Ravers. Done well so far this race. They've climbed a few places. They're quite close together. The two Renaults. Oh yeah, the Saubers, yeah.
Inside mental defense, Google on the outside.
Yep, Berg hit the wall there a little bit, but it's a nice move. Onto the podium, looking to pick up place as well.
Let's see how Spuro can push, because he's only 9 seconds behind the leader.
Yep. He is on the super softs as well. Although I do feel like the ultra softs should still have some decent pace in them. Obviously you can go quite far into the race and still have a good percentage on them. But is Matty going to be able to get a move straight away back on his teammate? We will find out.
On the outside, Scuba, no, Miracles, overtake. Nice move.
Yep, I missed that one, just watching the two Saubers side by side into the first corner. Spurg holding off Matty there. Still side by side, going for the flat out left-hander. Oh, Spurg drifting and quite a lot into Matty's way there. So this is part of the track where you reckon Spurg should be able to pull away a little bit onto the podium as well in the background. Looking to put his nose in. And back on top there, back up front. I didn't see the move by Miracles. Was it a good move?
It was. Inside, he takes the inside line, overtake, brake later, better exit.
Scuba looking a little bit like he's lost a bit of pace in the last few laps. He might opt to pit earlier than these two guys. What do you think? I think the undercut not so strong as on other tracks, but still could take
Miracles have reserves. He can push, he can drive rich max if he wants. He have 1.5 laps more. I expect soon from him attacking.
Yeah, I agree. Holmes did get a much better exit at the final corner. And Miracle just staying in standard then for the time being. Doesn't look like he's too eager to get right on the back of Holmes. Also his dirty air as well. Could cost him some time, but also Scuba will be having dirty air for Miracles. So don't expect these guys to close up too much.
Again, in pit lane I think. Yep. Again front ring. Shame. And
we do have Shay and Chris quite close. Shay did make a move on Chris. Must have been down the straight. And we have got onto the podium who's managed to get past the Sauber of Matty, so it's a Sauber sandwich now. Spurg will be happy to see his teammate a little bit further behind him now. If he was attacking him.
Okay.
Miracle's getting very close, yeah.
Slipstream. But too early. You only drive in standard.
What lap do you reckon these guys will pit on then? I think lap 12? 12 maybe?
Let's say half of the race distance. Normally the tire, you can make the stint. You can stretching the stint if you want. If you can also, but let's see, good exit from Miracles. Close behind. Battle for the lead.
Is Matty going to go defensive? He doesn't.
No.
Miracle should have this in the
Maybe
bag.
better.
Scuba as well in the background. So Miracles has retaken his pole. He's back in first place. Holmes there hits the curb, runs a bit wide. Regains it, but he's run wide again. The next corner, Scuba very close to him. Looks like they're going side by side into the following corner. Scuba braking a bit later. But a tricky move there, couldn't pull it off. Just need to wait for the DRS straight. Very close though this race so far, but I can't help but feel that Miracles is going to pull away a little bit now.
Yeah, he's in rich mix. It would be good if you make a 3 seconds gap to avoid undercuts. And Scuba is trying, make pressure.
Yep. Holmes needs
But
to
that
stay.
is good for Katimes, he is gaining because of the battles. It's only 6 seconds now.
Yep.
We have to keep our eye on him.
We've got guys in the pits. All three of the leaders have gone into the pits, and Holmes has lost the back end and hit the wall. Doesn't look like he picked up any damage there. Maybe a bit of lag, but this is a very early pit stop for these guys. No one with the chance of an undercut.
I think they avoid like that the super soft guys coming closer. But in the end, Katimes will have a big advantage. They come out in traffic, I think. Let's see. Look like.
And they should be alright. I believe Mays is the first one. The two Renault drivers.
If the Renaults are blocking now, it's really good for Tekken and Katimes. But Katimes makes some kind of mistake. Or I know. I don't really understand that. He's lagging. For me, his position was first, now 6th. I mean, Spogo, of course, it's very quick.
Yeah, these guys, just as a quick note, onto the podium has managed to get past Katimes, so he's looking quite racy. Katimes coming onto the back of Matty Sudders now as well. And Steve are looking to join the party as well. I believe he did pit early as well, if I'm not mistaken. So no, I'm thinking of someone else. But Berg looking very strong on them super soft tyres.
Okay, Miracles in the slipstream of the Renault. Outside line. But advantage was very big on a straight.
Yep. And as it
Next
usually,
one,
does when same guys pit at the same time, the gaps between the top three have kind of expanded quite a lot.
Yeah, true.
A couple guys coming into the pits now then. Onto the podium, and Matty Suddens, Steve-O and Chris. Quite an early pit stop, although fresh supers will be quicker than used ultras at this point, so you can't blame them.
Miracles in the slipstream, is he defending? Not really.
Easy move. Miracles in prime position then at the moment.
I think he's not racing them because of different strategy. He's in all race.
Yep.
Ravers.
Scuba is fairly close to home still. Maybe we can see a battle unfold in the next few laps. Any moves going on up the field. Tekken is looking good for 4th place minimum today so far. He's been driving alone so far this race. Looks like it might stay that way.
So Tekken in the lead. I think the only one from the top 10 who stayed out so far.
Miracles picking up a 3-second time penalty there, so that could be quite important
for the race victory.
For the outcome. He needs to be able to pull a big gap now on the guys behind. There is a car between him and Holmes, so that could help him.
Tekken in the pit lane.
Yep. Need to be careful not to
Of
speed.
course, supers. He will come out around P7.
And Katamese looks like he's really closing in onto Spurg as well.
Fastest one.
Where's Tekken going to come out then? Is Tekken going to come out? He is going to come out ahead of onto the podium.
P7.
The next car for Miracles to overtake is going to be Se2
6, I mean.
as the battle for the lead is getting closer. Spurg and Katamese get very close now. Katamese really reeling him in, doing a good job. Maze picks up a penalty there. See what he can do
My
with
point
the
of
help
view
of DRS.
about that battle is that Katamese is, I think, on my screen, wait, lazy, 32 seconds behind. I cannot see the battle.
Here he comes though, Katamese. Nope, doesn't decide to put his nose up the inside, just going to stay behind him. As Miracles has got past Se2 then. Se2 looking to make amends with a poor qualifying performance from him, 17th, but he's in 4th at the moment. Does need to pit again, obviously, put the ultras on. Scuba getting very close to Holmes.
Yeah.
Maybe we see a move. Also for the lead though, Katamese should be able to get him into the first corner now. In the slipstream. Spurg doesn't go defensive. Spurg breaks a little bit later, but Katamese gets the move done. So, two super soft runners trading places there. As Miracles is starting to catch them rapidly. Spurg with a 3-second time penalty, that's not going to help him at all there.
Yeah.
Scuba very close to Holmes now. We'll be looking to get a move done with help from DRS, of course.
But actually Miracle have the stop and go penalty in 3 seconds, so 8 seconds.
Oh wow, I didn't see the stop go. So that's going to impact him at the end. We've got the Renault and the McLaren going close, battle for 13th place.
Matthew only one warning, and Scuba 2 warnings, so...
Oh, big corner cut from Ravers. 3-second time penalty there. Scuba, DRS cannot get close enough to Holmes though. Holmes looking like he's running quite low downforce in this race. Got good straight line speed. Oh, and Spurg getting a bit sideways there. Miracles gets past. So the two super soft runners trading tyres, heading to the pits. Is Se2 going to pit? No, Se2 stays out and have another lap. Would expect him to pit next lap. But can Scuba?
Exactly 50% of the resistance from cutting.
Holmes getting DRS off of Se2 there. So Scuba can't get close enough this lap so far. Any moves going on further down the field? Let's have a look. Where are the two guys who pick going to come out then? Just behind Aaron, and Vimblank is going to split them as well as Chris. So maybe poor timing on the pit stop then, coming out in traffic. But they are on fresh tyres, ultra soft tyres. They should be able to get some moves done quite quickly. Let's go back aboard up top then. We've got Se2, Holmes and Scuba very close.
Traffic, that is not good for the new fresh tyre.
Here we go, the battle for second place. Are we going to see any moves? Holmes looks like he's going to be able to get a move done. Scuba though. Oh, Holmes going very wide there. He's going to brake later. Se2 looks like he's going to hold it. No, gets pushed wide a little bit there. Scuba's going to try and get a move done as well. He won't be able to do it. Needs to be careful not to break his wing on the slower car in front. Ooh, Se2 getting very sideways.
Miracle was here from both.
And Cherry decided to stay out again, so a bit of a weird one. I would have expected him to pit this lap. He is holding up Scuba quite a lot. Look at the gap Holmes has pulled out in just a couple of corners. Scuba really needs to get past him as soon as possible. The gap between the top two is now 5.5 seconds, so Miracles has got past the cars he needed to get past quickly, and he's managed to pull out quite a good lead. Obviously he's got a couple of penalties, so he needs to try and pull a little bit more of a gap. Yeah, again, Scuba trying to find a way past Shea. Doesn't look like he'll be able to do anything.
Scuba's still behind.
Meanwhile, further back, Vimblank and Spur getting very close. Spur gonna put a bit of a dive on him. That's a poor move, very poor move. And he's pushed him off the track.
Advantage, you don't need that.
Yeah. Vimblank obviously on the soft tyres as well, so I don't know.
Actually good recovery from Rin so far after he had internet problems and joining.
Katamise on the back of Aaron. Katamise doesn't look like he's got much straight line speed. Brakes a little bit later, but he should really let Aaron through there. He did move him out of the way to pass him, which is a bit of a illegal way to overtake, but oh, Aaron braking very early.
Now in the pit lane.
Yep.
Reverse, of course.
He's going to come out very far behind the pack though.
Yeah, he lost so much time with battling. That was not very smart from him.
A lot of cars close on the main straight. Spur and Aaron. Spur going to try and get a move on the inside on the ultras. DRS Rich. He brakes later. Pushes down a little bit wide, but just a little bit of rubber on wheels. Fairly clean move.
Racing.
Yep. And there we have it so far. The order goes: Miracles is in first, Holmes in second, Scuba in third. We've got second, who is maintaining that fourth place by driving on his own. Onto the podium in fifth, Matty Sutton in sixth, Katamise in seventh. Has made quite a good recovery in this race. Spur in eighth, Aaron in ninth as he picks up a 3-second time penalty. Needs to be careful. Chris is in 10th, Steve-O in 11th, Ravers 12th.
And a better win.
Yep, Vin and Sheo about to switch places, I believe. Vin on soft tyres can't really do much to fight Sheo off.
Yeah.
Just kind of needs to let him go, I think, yeah. And then we had Maze, JDM, Jamie and Majestic. Majestic coming out of the pits now actually, just been lapped by Miracles. And then Fear and Pagani, the only two guys who have retired from the race. So just waiting for a overtaking opportunity. Chris looking very racy on the back of Aaron. Looks like he got better exit. Aaron out of DRS. Is Chris going to be able to get a move done? Let's have a look. Let's see, Chris closing, not closing enough though. And the guys behind, Sheo, will be catching these guys very quickly. But Chris really caught Aaron there, pretty flat left-hander.
I think actually the top three, if they don't make big mistakes, it's nearly over. It only depends how fast Miracles can drive because of his 8 seconds penalties.
Yeah, I mean we've still got 10 laps to go, so anything can happen, but the gap has increased quite a lot even since we last spoke about it, so I expect Miracles to be able to pull out a big enough lead so that penalties don't affect him. It's just not picking up any more penalties, of course. It's very tricky around here. Chris on Aaron now, should get the move done. Easy as that. Is Aaron going to put up a fight? He's not. He's just going to sit behind him. But Chris runs wide. And Aaron looks for a switchback. Can't get it though. I believe Aaron pitted on lap 1. And he's had them super softs on since lap 1. So, since the beginning of lap 2 I should say. So they are fairly old. He's done quite a good job to get to where he is. But he is going to be slow. As JDM's out. Yep, JDM's lost it exactly where Pagani lost it.
Lost the rear.
Yep.
I think. Crashing on the left side. Yeah, safety car for Miracles would be a nightmare.
Yep. If a safety can't come out now, would you pit if you're the leader and put ultra softs on, or would you stay on what you're on?
Miracles have to risk then. Miracles have to risk because you have so many penalties.
Yeah.
But actually then it's like 4 or 5 laps to go in this case, so...
Here we go, as Stivo was getting onto the back of Aaron to make a move, Shay's popped up and made the move on Lennon, on Stivo I should say. And now he's going to be on the back of Aaron, so he is starting to make some places up quite quickly. He got past 2 cars there in half a lap. Aaron is the next one.
I think team orders there, different strategy.
Yeah, I do. I think I'll see what Aaron does now. Maybe he runs in lean, lets him through, but he's got to be careful from Stevo as well, who's behind him. Yep, there you go, team orders, but Stevo's going to be climbing on the back of him now as well. But good racing from those 2 guys. Good friends as well.
I mean, it's smarter for the team result, so...
Yep. I mean, I think it's just inevitable. I don't think Aaron's going to be able to maintain these places with the 2 cars behind him, closing in quite quickly on much fresher tyres. You might end up seeing Aaron pit again for ultras. He is losing places hand over fist at the moment. And Shay just in 2 corners. Look at caught up right to Chris there. Bit of a poor exit from the final corner. But behind them, here comes the McLaren. Should be an easy move. Will be an easy move. As the Renault in the background gets close as well. Oh, very close to breaking his wing there, Aaron. Oh, Chris getting very sideways. Or sideways, just losing the car a little bit there on the curb. Lost some time. Shea managed to avoid it. And Shea pits in a very audacious move there. Very audacious move. Pushes Chris out of the way. And now Chris is under pressure from the McLaren. Chris picking up a 3-second time penalty there. Didn't see too much wrong with that. But again, it wasn't a penalty for it.
I think we can expect maybe a better for P2.
Yeah, I see it. I can see the gap closing. Just want to see if any moves get made down here just before I move. As the Renault gets close to the Toro Rosso of Aaron. Maybe a move on the home straight. Spurg as well, getting close to Katamis. Not close enough though at the moment. Is Chris going to be able to stay in DRS though? Because if he doesn't, he's going to be under pressure from Stevo. As Aaron Taylor pits. A little bit too late, in my opinion.
Looks like for fastest lap.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he gets it. Here he comes in. Stevo on Chris. Nope, not here. Let's ride on board then for a couple of laps with Scuba and see what he can do, if he can close in the gap on 2nd place. It would make the championship closer.
To push him into corner cuts.
Yep, potentially. That would help Miracle.
Warning. Scuba. 2.
Miracles though really showing his pace on these tyres. Did have a tricky start, but since he's got the lead, he's just pulled away. Look at the gap, 10-second gap as well, and these guys were right next to each other before the pits.
And now the guys are battling each other, so mistakes happened. The big gap will go bigger.
Yep, we've got some moves potentially to be made. We've got battle for 7th as well. But let's run above with Scuba, see if we can get close enough to make a move into the first corner.
So recap from Matthew. That's not enough.
Yep. Does look like Matthew's running
lines.
at low downforce. But he is compromising the corners. On the curbs there, but nothing too bad. No moves being made further down, so the field is fairly spread out, apart from a couple of guys. Obviously we've got the guy battling for P2 at the moment. It would make things interesting in the championship if Scuba could overtake Holmes. Miracles, I believe, would close the gap quite significantly onto Holmes. 10 points. At this stage in the season, 10 points is quite a lot. Gets ever closer. Both these guys not got too much fuel remaining, so they need to be careful a little bit. Scuba did lose some time there to Holmes. So by the exit though.
Ah, okay. Scuba's in Nemix and Holmes and Rich in some parts of the track, so no wonder he's a bit losing, but he wants to save some fuel for the last attack.
Yep. You should be able to get that move done. So using Rich, you're going to burn your tyres up a little bit more. So maybe Scuba's going to try and put a attack on him towards the last couple of laps. Oh,
Jamie.
Jamie's retired. Where is that then? That is, looks like he just drove into the wall there. Looks like he maybe someone blindfolded him at home, or someone put their hands over his eyes. Something happened. We've got a battle for 13th. Then Vin Black Maze getting very close together. Vin Black just pushing him a little bit wide there. I'm sure we'll see that battle again.
Normally no reason to crash there. He's not driving without ABS. Only with collision.
Yep. I'm sure the stewards will look at that after the race. There are more appropriate places to retire the car, like in the pits, but we will discuss that afterwards. Matthew Holmes still trying to get away from Scuba. He's doing everything he can. He's in Rich through the corners, on the straights.
Are both on Rich Mix.
Scuba is a lot closer now. He's getting close. No. Doesn't want to put an audacious move on him.
Damage the front wing.
Yep. Oh, but Holmes has gone quite wide there. Scuba's got the inside line. It's going to be a good move if he can get it done. And Holmes just carries way more speed through there. Drifted off the track a little bit, but held it nicely. This seems to be the closest battle at the moment, so we'll stick with this. Can he attack him here on the second DRS straight? Looks like he's lost a bit of time to him.
No, too far right actually.
Yep. Shaywin Spark. Oh. I'm not sure what happened there. I saw Shay was quite close to Spurg within a 10th, and then Shay lost the car. I'm not sure if he lost traction, but he put it in the wall. That's a shame for him. This race has gone from bad to worse. It's one to forget about.
Okay, Scuba very close again. You have to carry more speed. Now
yep.
Maybe.
You should have him now.
Okay.
Bit of a weird line, but maybe he's looking for the move in the left-hander again. He does seem to have better grip. Speed through there. 6 to the inside. Holmes drifting out wide again. Doesn't look like he's close enough this time. Scuba must be getting sick of the sight of that McLaren car. It's been in front of him the whole race so far. Scuba trying to put him off to run wide, but doesn't work.
I don't know what type of a shale. Is that maybe only a glitch? No, he's in the pit lane.
Here we go. Scuba has not been close like he is now. This is the best opportunity.
Now it's a good one, but we're on the outside.
Holmes just lets him through, looks like it, but maybe a switchback.
A switchback with white, of
No,
course.
not enough traction.
Closing inside.
Didn't get the traction he wanted to there for the switchback. And we expect Scuba now to pull away.
Maybe Matthew hoping for a second chance.
Yeah, but he lost 4 attempts there in just a few corners. I don't think he's going to be able to, even though he has got the quicker car in a straight line. No.
Maybe he can surprise us, but yeah, miracles, 12 seconds nearly. No safety car chance anymore. 2 laps to go. So
Only penalties now. Interesting enough, if Miracles picked up one more 3-second time penalty, then it would make things very interesting for the end.
One warning he needs for that. Yeah, it's his 11.
He just needs to take things very easily. He's got 11 seconds. He can take his time now, I think. Not push the cart too wide.
But if you don't reserve your stop and go penalty, is it like 5 seconds or he will get then more?
Well, I believe in the screen at the end of the race, it shows it as 10 seconds for not serving your time penalty, your stop go.
Okay.
But yeah, you just get 5 seconds. 10 seconds is a bit too harsh, especially when you're just a couple of miles an hour over the speed limit. As we got onto the podium, who was really caught up to Tekken. Look at this. He's really going to be able to challenge him for the last couple of laps. Obviously Tekken should have a lot of fuel. He has just under a lap's worth. But onto the podium has really done well to catch up to him. Tekken did have a big lead on the guys below him. This seems to be the closest battle at the moment. There is a battle going up for 10th place between the Mercedes and the Renault. So we'll stick with this for the time being.
Yeah, okay. Scuba have now 1 second lead in front of Matthew. So it's a penalty thing in the front.
Yep.
I think the last 3 but we can expect from Tekken and onto the podium.
Yeah.
And for the last point, Chris against Ravers.
A bit of a half-hearted move there from Ravers to try and stick his nose up the inside. Just managing to create a little bit more of a gap than you had. A bit of breathing room maybe. They are quite close to the McLaren driver, but managed to pull away. Can we see a move? Share there, picking up another 3-second time penalty. I think it's been quite good from these guys. I haven't seen too many penalties from the guys, just a couple from the same person. The majority of the field, I don't think, has picked up too many, which is nice to see. But here we go, the Renault closing in on Mercedes of Chris, goes up the inside. Chris sticks it to the outside. Going to be off track because Ravers closes the door on the inside and gets the move done.
I think you can go to other ones, second and onto the podium, it looks too big the gap. Some kind of mistake onto the podium needs from second, but yeah, I think we have now time to go to the leader.
Yep.
I think he deserved it very much. Pole position.
A bit of a scary start though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but in the end, good enough to win, and not by a small gap, 12 seconds nearly.
Yep. Well, I did see 2 penalties flash up there. I'm not sure who the first person was.
It was for me Katimis.
Katimis, yeah. But there was one just before, but I'm sure we'll see that in a moment.
Hopefully Miracles is not as surprising.
Yep, Miracles cuts the last corner. Can you imagine that?
And
As he comes over the line and he
congratulations.
wins. Very good performance from Miracles. Fully deserved. Scuba coming in with second then. Started second, finished second, can't be too unhappy with that. Holmes.
Yeah. Congratulations to the podium. Soon Monaco's coming, they need the points.
Yep.
You never know what happens there.
Onto the podium, did close the gap onto second again, but not enough. Mike Sutherland's then, 6th place, Katimis 7th. And the Renault has got past Chris, of course. So Chris losing out on that final points position, but we know he's good at not getting penalties, so maybe we'll see a position change. As we do, look at that, Chris jumps up to 8th place from 11th. Having no penalties.
Not bad.
Not bad at all there. Good performance as he hits the back of Katimis' car. And that'll be it.
We have now 4 races over so far, and we see actually nearly the same names in the top 5 that are actually Miracle, Matthew and Scuba.
Yep.
And yeah, I think we can expect it going through the season.
Dominant performance from the top 4 today. Really let everyone know that they are the drivers who look like they're going to get promoted this season. They're the quickest, most consistent so far. Looking forward to the next couple of races though. Spain, and then obviously after that it gets very interesting. Who can keep out the barriers will be the question as they pop the bottles of champagne, look each other in the eyes. Great performance from Miracles. And that's that. So we have Miracles first, Scuba second, Holmes in third, second finishes 4th, on the podium, finishes 5th, so not quite on the podium, but 5th place not too bad. Mighty Suddens in 6th, Katimis 7th, Chris in 8th, Spurg 9th, Stevo in 10th, Vinblank 11th, Ravers 12th, Aaron 13th, Mays in 14th, Shayo struggling, finishing 15th, Majestic 16th, Williams, Force India, Mercedes and a Ferrari rounding off the back of the field. So Kevin, thank you very much for joining me today.
No problem.
It was a good
nice
start, good middle from the mid-pack. Towards the end it was a little bit dull, but
yeah,
pretty decent race, I'd say. Good battle for the win, up to the pit stops. But yeah. Anyway, thanks very much for joining me again. Thanks guys for watching. Tomorrow we will have Division 1 racing here. You will be racing, will you?
Yes, I will.
So make sure you tune in for that. Russia also. So yeah, thanks very much guys.
Yeah. Bye
Goodbye.
bye. Good night.